Santi, along with my co-host Dave. How are you, Dave?
I'm good, Santi. How are you?
I'm doing great, man. Got a nice red leather jacket on.
Yes, my Michael Jackson rocker
No,
jacket without all the
hope,
zippers. And
I hope you
I
don't
want
turn
to
to a
look good for
werewolf.
our guest, but he can't even see us. So
I hope you don't turn to a werewolf or something like that. So we got a really cool guest today. We got Chris Penketh on the line.
Hello, hello.
Chris-
Sorry about that.
Hey, Chris, how
Can
are
you hear
you?
me?
Yeah.
we can.
We're off to a good start.
Awesome. Yeah, that's a great start. In usual Hollywood Dreams fashion, to a rocky start. So, how are you, man?
I'm good, man. Yeah, just kind of get an Uber. Yeah, no, all good, man. Getting ready for Thanksgiving, and count my blessings, man. How you guys doing?
Doing really good, man. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, we're doing great. So,
Happy to
what?
be talking to you.
Yeah.
What's
So, how
that?
do you?
No, I just said happy to be talking to you.
Oh no, and thank you guys. I mean, it's seriously, honored to be a guest. Really appreciate it. So, thank you. Yeah,
So
and
what?
sorry,
What?
sorry for getting difficult, but we're making it happen.
Yeah, we'll definitely make it happen. So what have you been up to lately?
Shit, I'm out in North Carolina visiting my girlfriend right now, and getting ready for Thanksgiving, and then get home to see my son, and excited about that because I'm missing him. So just doing the single dad thing and enjoying, and doing a bunch of writing as far as music goes, and just you know a lot of stuff. I have a animal training company, so we're busy with a lot of dogs kind of
Nice.
deal, and dogs, music, kids, and girlfriend. That's about it.
Man, the life and times of a rock star, right?
I'm counting my blessings, man. Like I said, just taking a little R&R, supposed to be, but shopping for a car for my girlfriend out here in North Carolina, and just Ubering it everywhere.
Cool.
So-
And you said you're writing songs. Are you writing songs for a new project or a new band or like a solo thing or what?
You know what, man? Actually, for the first time, I'm writing songs to hopefully, we're actually moving to Nashville next year. So when my son gets out of elementary school, gonna keep the place in LA. And I don't know if you know what Steph. Well, I'm sure you do. Steph from Wicked Gypsy. We're kind of teaming up and doing animals and music together. So actually for the first time writing for hopefully other people. So
Yeah, it
just
seems
tell
like
them, right? Writing, and for the first time myself actually copywriting the songs because I've never done that before. And I suppose the record companies and whoever did that before, but so I actually copywrote my very first song about 2 weeks ago. That was exciting.
Oh, that's cool. That's
Nice.
cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So what about you got a new project going on, but is there a possibility of any new swinging thing material in the near future? Maybe, perhaps.
What's funny is that I'm digging up some of the old swinging thing stuff. Anyway, but I've been in this, joined the Tiki Creeps, which is the surf instrumental band with Henry, the bass player.
Yeah.
Him and I have been doing that for, I guess, it's been like 10 years now, with Rob Wood and Russ. We've been doing that for a while. But, COVID hit and it slowed us down. And we did a show in Huntington Beach at the pier, I don't know, 2 months ago or something. And other than that, we're doing that. So we're going to, I think, get back and play shows when Rob's off tour. If he ever gets off tour. So
That'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd definitely be cool. So you guys did play your usual annual reunion show a couple of months ago, right?
Yeah, we did that. Oh shit, that was June. Yeah, that was a while ago. No. Yeah, we've been doing that. That's always a blast. You know, we always we never know if we're gonna do it, and then we end up doing it. And it's always a great time because just well, when Glamour Punks were doing it, we did a bunch of shows with them. But with Kenny and Britt and those guys, well, Blackboard Jungle, they're awesome. We're all good friends, all grew up together. So doing those shows are a lot of fun. A lot of people come out, and we just have a blast. Yeah.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, I mean, I'm a bit far away. I'm in Argentina, so it's not like
Sorry, Dave and Joel, the other guys, and I think my Uber. Sorry, carry on.
No, just saying, I'm a little bit far away. I'm in Argentina, so it's not like I can drive to the show, but I would love to, man. Those shows seem like so much fun.
Where are you at?
I'm in Buenos Aires, Argentina.
Oh wow, okay. Oh wow, I ran into someone from Argentina yesterday. My mom lives in Brazil, so they're kind of neighbors right there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
How's the weather out there?
It's a nice 70 something today. It's close to the 80s.
Oh, very cool.
See, I'm not as upset with Santi today as I was the other day when we were getting hit with blizzards. He was sitting in 90-degree weather. It's a little warmer here in Ohio today. We're pushing 60, so it's not as bad.
So I'm in my Uber now. Oh yeah, it's a little chilly out there?
No, it's about 60 today, so it's a lot better than what it was a couple days ago.
All right. Yeah, well, we're in North Carolina. It's a little chillier than Los Angeles, but it's actually a beautiful day today. Oh, I don't know. Whichever's best for you. To the mall, the West Elm. West Elm, the mall. The mall, yeah, West Elm. South Point? South Point. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, guys. So, yeah, carry on.
Yeah, we got the full experience. So
you're here with me. We're in the Uber now, going to South Point. How long did you say we're going to get there? Okay. I'm multitasking here. Be there in 15 minutes. So, yeah, carry on, guys. What's happening?
Yeah.
So let me hold you up.
No worries. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about how the band got formed and all of that. I want to preface that by saying I'm a huge fan of Swingin Thing. It's definitely one of my favorite bands ever. I think definitely my top 10 favorite bands. So and I've always been a big supporter of the idea that you guys deserve a lot more than you back in the day, and I think Dave agrees with that. So I want to know how you guys got formed, how the guys started playing. Were you high school friends or something like that?
Yeah. Mike's my brother, obviously the drummer, and we were in a band actually in Detroit, Michigan called Outcry when I was like 14, and Sonny ended up moving in with me. So I finished up school out there, and so it's me, my mom, and Sonny who lived together, and we just started writing music in our cupboard at our little 2-bedroom apartment out in like kind of Pontiac area, and started writing songs, man. My brother moved out a year earlier to LA. Hang on 1 second again, okay? Can you? I'm so sorry. Hold on.
Yeah, sure.
definitely one of the most unique
Yeah. You never know with the
Hollywood
Hollywood
Dreams
Dreams
podcast we've ever had.
You never know with the Hollywood Dreams podcast. It's
It is
always
an
a good one.
adventure every time.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello?
Hey, you're back.
I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh, I hope you guys are cool with this.
Yeah, no worries.
So, Sonny, my brother was actually auditioning a guitar player. I don't know if we've talked about these stories. For him to jam with, and he was taking drum lessons at I think it was called Music. There's some music store in Detroit, Michigan, where Chad Smith from the Chili Peppers was doing drum lessons, and my brother was taking drum lessons from him. And I was sitting outside and waiting for him, and then Sonny came in, and we both kind of started jamming on guitars, and the people like kind of yelled at, "Hey, that's too loud!" And then I realized who it was. He was there to meet my brother to jam in a band with him. And then, I don't know, we all kind of, him and I ended up hanging out more. And so that was when I was like 14. And then, like I said, later on, when I was like 17 or something, because we ended up being best friends and jamming the band Outcry together, which was a heavy metal cover band doing like Metallica and Judas Priest and stuff. And then, then he moved in with me and my mom. I graduated school, and then we moved to Pennsylvania and got jobs as line cooks at Chichi's Mexican restaurant to save up enough money to buy a van to drive out to LA. And we did. After a few months, September '88, and drove out, and then just started auditioning people, and found Paul out in New York. Had to go meet him up in kind of the mountains of like Pennsylvania when we went out there to visit my dad. And then we needed a bass player, and Henry we knew from Michigan, who we'd kind of jammed around with in band. And it was like, I think a week before the show or something, like, "Hey bro, you want to come out and play bass?" And he was stoked, and he's like, "Fuck yeah." And came out, we played the Roxy. I think it was July or June 14th in '88, or was that '89?
Nice.
No, sorry, '89, yeah. Because we moved out September '88 and played in '89 in June, yeah. So, and that was that. You know,
Yeah.
that was a trip.
Yeah,
It was a trip
definitely.
because nobody wanted anything to do with you. You know, at first, you know, we're hustling and rehearsing every day, and just you know, with all the songs that Sonny and I wrote, and then met with Paul and got his songs together, and we all, you know, all write together. And then when we played that show, I mean, after that first show, it was just like awesome. You know, kind of just took off from there.
Yeah, you
So
can feel
it
the
was
chemistry
exciting,
kind
man.
of flow.
Really cool. What was that?
I said you can feel the chemistry kind of flow and get you.
Did you know the awesome thing is, like I said, when we do those reunion shows, it's just we'll have like one or two rehearsals, one or two before Paul gets there, and then just one rehearsal with Paul like the day before the show or something. And when we just jam, it just all comes together, just like natural, you know. I mean, shit, we used to rehearse every day, pretty much every single day. Back in the day, we rehearsed every day. We were just meticulous, like to get it right. And so I guess it's still, once Sonny has to teach me all the parts again, because I seem to forget, and he's got a memory like a fucking elephant. He remembers everything, so he'll reteach me all my solos and all the guitar parts and everything. So yeah, and then there's, like I said, reunion shows. Everyone comes out. You get to see all our good friends and family that grew up in, you know, Sunset Strip together, and it's awesome. So yeah. And as far as future ones come, we don't know. You know, if there's a Viper Room or what's going to happen, but we'll see what happens next year.
Yeah, it's kind of cool knowing that, like, after so many years, people still care about the band and still want to hear the songs. You know, it's awesome.
You know what, man? That was kind of the goal back in the day. Was just, you know, when they say, "Do you want fame or fortune?" You know, now it's say fortune for sure. But then it was just, we just really wanted to be, our band, we were into metal and punk, and so all the stuff we knew, it was more underground kind of thing. So that was my whole thing. I just really wanted to be kind of known as like a cool band, not one-hit wonder type of thing. And for whatever it's worth, I mean, it's just awesome to hear that people still care and dug it, and and again, the fact that we got our family, our Hollywood family, all the again, Steph, I hadn't talked to him for like 30 years or something, and now he's at my place right now while I'm in North Carolina taking care of the dogs, and it's just awesome. It's one big Hollywood family that's whoever's still around, and God bless the ones that passed and everything, and it's awesome. I feel very blessed and fortunate to be a part of that back then, because so far Sunset Strip really hasn't I don't think resurrected from that yet. Maybe it'll have it another day. We'll see. But it was awesome. Crazy back then.
So that sense of camaraderie that you mentioned that you guys have nowadays, you mentioned the Glamour Pants, Blackboard Jungle. Was that the same back in the day?
Yeah. Oh no, I mean, it was a little, I don't know. It was crazier back then, Now, we got kids and we can hang out. We know what we're doing now. Back then, it was just a free-for-all kind of,
Right.
It's a trip to hear the stories of everybody's point of view from back then, and and everyone kind of going, "Oh, dude, when you guys are playing, we were like tripping out," and they didn't realize what competition was going on, and everyone was kind of looking at everybody else, going, "Oh, that's cool," and you didn't realize that people were looking at you, going, "Hey, that's cool," like, "Oh, really? Okay." So, yeah.
Cool. Well, yeah.
And like I said, Swingin Thing, we've, my brother Mike, and then Sonny and Henry, and now with Paul, obviously that was 30 some years. We've all been best friends for, again, since I was kind of 14, besides Paul, but who we all know. Going to West Elm where the fountains are. Yeah. Just the front of it. Hang on, I gotta show this guy where to go. I think it's to the right. You gotta, yeah. Where there's water, statues and stuff. Hi, sorry guys.
Yeah, no worries.
We're getting to the meeting place.
We're giving you a lot of entertainment to see when you watch back this video.
Are you gonna dub in clips?
Well, I mean, if it's like that Seinfeld show, comedians getting coffee in cars, it's like, well, rock stars getting cars in Ubers.
Right. Yeah, I got to get another one after this. So,
Yeah.
that was a trip where I was just at, though. There's these dealerships. I had no idea where I was at, and I couldn't cross the road. It was just like this, it was like trying to cross the 405 and the 101 in LA kind of deal. It was crazy. Right here is cool. Yeah, perfect. Thank you, sir. All right, take care. Happy Thanksgiving. Yeah, I was going to have this guy take us back to my girlfriend's house, but I think he's a little confused already.
Yeah, no, you don't want to get lost.
That's not a good sign when the Uber driver is confused.
Yeah, he was confused about picking me up because I was kind of standing out in the corner of these intersections too. So, God bless him. And there she is. Yeah. So, dude, it's again, I'm stoked to be able to play with. When we all get together, Swingin Thing, it's just like we played together for so long. It's just like we all know each other and exactly who's going to do what and what's going to happen and who's going to fuck up and who's that type of thing. Hello. Want to say hi to Jennifer?
Hey,
Yes.
Hello,
Jenny.
who am I saying hello to?
Hey, Jennifer.
Speaking
Jennifer, how are you?
Good. How are you doing?
We're doing good. We're doing good.
Good.
You're making this podcast a lot more interesting, let me tell you.
well, she just got off work, and I think she wants a drink. Let's go for a
I
drink then.
think my will to live is being drained out of me this Thanksgiving holiday.
Uh, yeah. Wherever you want.
They're mostly down that way.
Okay. Yeah, so I think we're going to go have a quick drink and
Yeah, have a
try
couple
and change
for
on
us.
the dime. What's that?
Have a couple for us.
Yeah, I've been kind of chilling out lately, but since I've been out here, we're kind of back to it, but got to go back to chilling out a bit.
Yeah.
No, it's funny. Our plans change every 2 seconds. I just told her, no, I'm not going to show up there. Just get an Uber. I'll be home. And next thing you know, I'm like, hey, I'll be right there. So, she's like, we don't have time for drinks. And then, all right, we'll go get drinks.
Yeah.
So, yeah, what else is happening, guys?
So okay. So I was gonna ask, what's your favorite song to play?
Favorite what?
What's your favorite song to play out of all the stuff you put out over the years?
Yeah, I don't know. I was like, I Want Your Body and Groove of Love. But, I really enjoyed the stuff we did afterwards, the more kind of punk rock stuff, because that's kind of, we grew up, like I said, with heavy metal and punk rock. And when we got to do more of what, we grew up listening to, it was all good, man.
Yeah. When you
I don't know.
when you changed your name to The Things, you mean?
Yeah. That's when we, was in between getting a record deal and everything kind of got thrown up in the air and changed around. But we got to kind of get a little more free with trying different stuff. And, there's a whole bunch of songs I forget we even had. I'm like, oh, that song was awesome. So,
Well,
every time and place had its moments and its songs, and it was cool,
definitely.
But yeah.
Well,
But I remember doing I Want Your Body and writing that, and I think actually Tommy Thayer was there helping work on that one too, and just coming up with a chorus. I'm like, oh, this thing's gonna be awesome live, and when you finish the song and be playing it live for the first time, that was always awesome and exciting,
Yeah.
And then getting the feedback from the crowd, So,
Yeah.
how did you hear about it?
How did I hear? Well, I mean, I'm 30, so I'm a bit younger to have seen you guys back in the day. But yeah, I mean, I got to know you through the internet basically, and I remember hearing when you guys released that album on Sun City Records back in the early 2000s. I heard that and I just fell in love with it, man. Songs like Avenue Boys, Let's Do It With the Lights On, All That Glitters, and of course it has the music video for it. It's one of those bands that I always felt that deserved a lot more recognition back in the day, especially from major labels.
Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, well, that was Sandy Oben. God rest his soul, man. That was actually Russ, our guitar player in the Tiki Creeps. That was his wife, and she just recently passed. Was that a year or two ago? Maybe it was. I don't know. No, because it was during COVID. Yeah, no, she's amazing, and it's such a bummer she went way too soon. But they say only the good die young. But she hooked us up in Japan, and that's where she was from, and Sun City Records and all that stuff. I think that was the Japan one, wasn't it? Oh no, that was Monster Productions. I don't know.
You're talking about the EP that you guys released in '91, right? The one that got only 24
Yeah,
Japan.
Yeah, what was Sun City Records? Is that the first one?
Uh, I believe that's from Australia, and
Oh,
you get.
I remember Sun City Records, but yeah, the other it was Monster Productions in Japan, and I thought that yeah, it's harder than
Yeah.
that. But anyways, God rest her soul, man. And
Yeah,
Sandy was awesome. Sandy Ova, he was our manager back then too. Before
yeah,
Tommy Thayer and Eric Turner, from Warrant, who I
yeah.
still keep in contact with. They managed us later on. So to get
Nice.
us to deal with, they got us to deal with Hollywood Records. You know. So yeah.
So, did you play Japan in the early '90s when you released the EP?
Yeah, we went out there. Actually, we got a DVD out called, what is it, Swingin Thing Revisited or something? I can't remember what it's called. But yeah, it's a DVD, and it's got a lot of the touring and shows stuff out in Japan when we went out there played. So and that was crazy. That was awesome.
Did you guys do any touring around the
Yeah.
States?
What's that?
Did you tour around the States as well?
Oh yeah, no, we used to play all the time. Mainly kind of the West Coast, Arizona, Utah, obviously LA, that kind of thing.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah,
I,
it was
I, I
mainly
don't
West
remember you
Coast.
guys ever being in Cleveland.
Did we go to Cleveland? I don't think so. Did we?
I don't remember you guys here, and I used to go to all the
Yeah,
shows
no,
here.
I think we just did West Coast stuff. We went to Venezuela, and yeah, we did that tour. That's out on the DVD as well. We did with a couple bands. It was for L&M Cigarettes, and that was insane. But that was awesome. So that was all like big. We did bullfighting in arena and like a big place, arena place. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. We went with Radio Free Europe and yeah, and I'm gonna feel like a dick that forgot the other people. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. I told you, man. If you talk to Sonny, he'll be able to tell you everything way clearer and more factual than me. Because he, like I said, he's got a memory like an elephant. He remembers everything. So,
Well, you're doing all right.
I
You're,
just,
you're working your way through it.
and look, I'm intelligent, just my memory's not the best, and I don't articulate so beautifully, but pretty smart. So, well, thanks, for all the props, man. I appreciate that, and it is a trip when people reach out on Facebook and things like that when I do check it, and hear that it's still out there and everything, and yeah.
I
Good time.
remember hearing you guys back in the day. We used to get what was that in LA? You guys had what, Rock City News? Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to get the one record store over here by me in Cleveland. Used to get issues of that, and he would keep them there, and that's how I would discover new bands. I would go through these magazines, and I actually picked up your EP there. It was at Shattered Records in Cleveland. And I remember getting the EP because I would always try to find new bands that I, wasn't familiar with. But unlike Santi, I was actually there when it was happening, and I'm a little older. We won't talk about that. But no, it was always,
Right.
I was always on top of, who was next, who was coming out, and that was just kind of my thing. And then I would hit all the shows here in Cleveland. That's why I was like saying I never remembered you guys coming through town, so it would have been great to see you. Because just by seeing the old issues of Rock City News, you guys already had a reputation. You guys were like one of the bigger draws in Hollywood. And then you eventually became the house band for Gazzari's, didn't you?
No,
No, you
I
guys
don't
weren't
think
the house
so.
band? No, I
we
thought
just
you guys
we
were.
no we just no we we went on to do the Things and then changed our name to Faceplant that's when I was singing and playing guitar, and then we changed that to It's the Pigs, where I dropped the guitar and was just singing, and then we were kind of like house bandish for what's that place on Sunset and Laurel Canyon. Shit. Anyways, and that's the crazy. I mean, we did It's the Pigs for, and that's when we did. We toured. We went to England every year. Did like a kind of 2-week tour out there. We went all over the place playing, and that was Sonny playing guitar, Mike playing drums, Richie from Sister Whiskey was the bass player until Mario took over. He was from he's gonna kill me. Something. Anyways, yeah. So it was me, Mike, and Sonny doing that. So this has been, like I said. Then we get in this with Henry. That's been going on the Tiki Creeks for 10 years plus, and yeah, it's kind of just nonstop. That's why it's kind of hard to remember who did what where. You know what I mean? So no, that's the thing. Back then, it was awesome because now with internet and everything, which is awesome too. But there's just so much you can't follow anything. Back then, we had Circus Magazine and Hit Parader and stuff, and you could see the bands coming out, and follow certain bands. I remember finding Wasp, when I was in England, and I just bought Ozzy's EP with Randy, and I saw Wasp. I'm like, what is that? And I just bought it because it looked awesome, but it was. You can follow stuff. Now it's just like, I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, there's so much.
So, yeah. Again, a lot of opportunities and everything for people. It's you got In-N-Out Burger, you can have fries and a burger. That's all you can choose from. When you go to like Barney's Scenery, the menu's like 20 pages long. You're like, I have no idea what I want. So, yeah.
Well, do you think that something similar happened in the 90s in Los Angeles that eventually caused the scene to die out, plus the advance of grunge music as well? Do you think too many bands doing the same style caused maybe a little too much saturation in the market?
Oversaturation.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. It was, like I said, the 90s came in, so the live shows it was all changing. No one wanted to be associated with the Sunset Strip anymore. It was all about Orange County, which we did as It's the Pigs and Faceplant. We were doing Orange County, the Doll Hut, and all these other punk rock clubs, and that's where it started kind of more happening out there. But at Sunset Strip, because of that, kind of just died out.
Right.
It was like no one wanted to be associated with Motley Crue or any of that stuff. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Well,
yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. Well, yeah. But luckily, that stuff's all cool again. So it all kind of.
Well, yeah.
Trickles
Look,
back.
No Effects. I love No Effects, but they had that song. They were ragging on the Sunset Strip, on everybody. So no, I mean, again, no, it's back. Dude, again. Just so blessed to be a part of that time. I mean, I just feel like again, so blessed to be able to catch that. It was just an amazing moment in time, and yeah, again, maybe it'll come back. Who knows?
Who knows?
It is kind of interesting to look back at some of this stuff now, and recently, just Greg Graffin from Bad Religion was talking about hair bands. Yeah. And, he actually said a lot of the bands were great bands. He kind of joked about the lyrics a little bit, but he was very he said, those guys were great because he said that a lot of like the punk rock guys were actually going towards the glam look, even then. And
I mean that was we didn't start off glam at all. I mean, like I said, we were metal and everything. The only reason why we kind of went towards that more New York Dollsy kind of glam, the more trashy thing, was because it was all Guns N' Roses. Everyone was wearing cowboy boots and leather pants, and we're like, we wanted to be different. So I'm like, hey, let's wear different colored, what do you call it, Chuck Taylors, and let's kind of paint our nails, and I don't know. It was more, and that's why our music, it was never really poppy. It had, more of a, if you listen to the actual riff, they were kind of bluesy and more hard rock kind of riff,
Yeah.
Right.
So as opposed to Poison-y kind of thing. There was a couple of songs like that. But most of them were really, Groove of Love's a real bluesy, that kind of thing. So, but yeah.
So
Yeah, and the funny thing is, Greg, Bad Religion, they were one of my favorite bands, and I saw them, God knows how many times. And I actually partied with Greg, the guitar player. I forget his last name. The little guy.
Yeah, Greg Hedson.
Yeah. He was awesome. I met him in Hollywood. We were at the Burgundy Room, and I was like, "Dude, you're Greg from Bad Religion." I'm like, "The fuck?" So he just came with me and we started hanging out everywhere. I was introducing him to everyone. I'm like, Greg, because they didn't know who he was. I'm like, "Guy's from Bad Religion." I'm like, "Oh shit!" And so yeah, we hung out, partied all night.
That's awesome.
That was fun. Yeah. So there's so many stories, dude. It was insane, but life is beautiful right now. I count my blessings, man. My son's 10 years old. We've had the best time ever. And, my girl now, she's amazing. And, she wants me to get off the phone.
Okay. We won't keep you. We won't keep you much longer. Yeah. We won't keep you much longer. Just so let's wrap it up.
No, this is awesome.
We always wrap it up with a little top 3 favorite albums of all time. So I'm gonna put you on the spot and ask you what are yours.
What am I? What?
Your top 3 favorite albums of all time.
I would say probably Ride the Lightning, Metallica. AC/DC. I don't know if it would be Bon Scott, Dirty Deeds. Or For Those About to Rock, or Brian Johnson, Back in Black. Back in Black, fucking awesome. But
Yeah.
And so many. I don't know, man. That's where I suck at this stuff. I'll be like, oh shit, yeah. I was a big Black Flag fan, and My War, and then, God, so many. Like I said, Bad Religion. I love those guys, and Pennywise. Some of those
I would
albums.
show you my Pennywise tattoo, but
I always thought they ripped Bad Religion off when you really knew Pennywise, and you realized, they were like Bad Religion, but they did their own thing and they were awesome.
Yeah.
But you know what album's awesome that that is more obscure? Billy Squier, The Strokes. I always love.
Yeah.
I mean, I actually went and bought that album and put it in. It just puts me in a good mood,
Billy Squier is a
so
great musician.
Dude, that album, The Stroke, was just awesome.
Yeah.
But then you got Judas Priest, you got Iron Maiden, man. Peace of Mind.
There's too
that
much
was
stuff.
one of the first tours I know.
That's what's great about music, man. There's so much great stuff out there that'll be out there.
And now all I listen to is basically kind of world music and meditation music and stuff. There's just, again, man, I just say whatever mood you're in, if it's good, it's good,
Yeah.
So, because sometimes again, I've just been jamming like really mellow, tranquil kind of stuff, and otherwise, like spa music and shit.
I think the LA lifestyle finally got to you.
We're hang on one second. Part of the reason, moving to Tennessee, Nashville. But dude, Nashville goes off, man. The music scene out there is amazing. So,
Yeah.
But no, LA's awesome. I love LA. Right now it's having a bit of a tough time, but hopefully they can figure it out and get it to be a beautiful place again.
Be cool.
All right, man. We'll let you go. Go get your drinks.
Go get your drinks, enjoy your
and
girlfriend, and
enjoy your night. And thank you so much for being on the show. You've been great.
You got. Thank you, man. We'll do it again if I can make it more interesting and better. I'm glad we actually made it happen. I didn't want to flake on you guys.
Yeah.
What's that?
This was more interesting than you think. Trust me.
Well, no, thank you guys. Seriously, man, be in touch. We feel so blessed that people do reach out and that dig the stuff, and it's just awesome, man. So very fortunate. So thank you guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
and I'm glad we made it happen.
Yeah, I do want to say one thing though, man. It is an absolute honor for us to have all you guys on this show and talk about this, because we're kind of on the outside looking in. You guys lived it, and for that, we love it, and we're always going to love it, and I'm always going to be a fan. And it is an absolute pleasure to talk to you and to hear the stories and to get it all. So, thank you.
Well, thank you guys. Thank you. And listen, if there's some, we got kind of stuff I find here and there. If y'all ever want anything, or I can send you guys stuff. Happy to do so. If someone can appreciate it.
I love that stuff. It's awesome.
You got it. We'll take it.
Yeah. What's that?
You got it. We'll take it.
All right. Yeah. No. Hit me up seriously. We'll make it happen. If people can enjoy stuff, if it's just sitting in a cupboard somewhere, it's like, hey, that's it. Good for people to be happy, man. So, thank you guys. Thank you guys.
Thank you, Chris.
Really appreciate it, guys.
We hope you have a great Thanksgiving.
Definitely.
Happy Thanksgiving. God bless. Good wishes and happiness always. And cheers.
Cheers. Okay.
Hey,
You
brother,
take care.
take care, man.
Thanks, guys. You take care.
Bye.
See ya.